Hi friends, so I'm back with my new video. In today's session, we'll be understanding that how we can create a CI/CD pipeline in Google Cloud or GCP. Before moving, let's understand that what does this CI/CD means. So CI/CD is continuous integration and continuous delivery. Some people consider deployment also. So how this CI/CD works, that whatever the feature you are thinking to build, you need to plan that feature. Second is, once the planning is done, then you need to code it. Post coding, you need to build and then do the testing. So this is the process which is called CI. And in CD, you release the feature and then do the deployment. You operate in production and then you do the monitoring. So this is what CD means. So friends, why it is needed? Because nowadays everyone expects a very high pace or fast paced delivery, and it is very likely possible that in agile environment, within a one sprint, you will be doing the deployment of 2 to 3 features. And then in case you take all the things manually, then definitely it will take a lot of resources. The first thing. Second is, there would be high probability of mistakes, because when you are doing the things manually, it is very possible that you skip 1 or 2 steps and then your production will go down or your production will suffer. So just to avoid all these problems, you can enable this CI/CD so that let the system do the deployment and you just monitor it. So how we can do this? So we'll be doing the whole process in 3 steps. First step, we'll be enabling or we'll be integrating the GCP with GitHub. So GitHub is a very good platform, or I would say a platform for providing a source code repository. You can write your code, you can publish on GitHub, so that other people can refer your code and they can kind of take the help from your code. Second step we will be doing is we'll be creating the trigger. That is when this build process will start, like whenever there is a code merge in the master branch, then my process should automatically start, my build should be created. And in third, we'll be creating the build, and then we'll be testing that whether it has been successfully completed or not. So friends, let's quickly come back to the GCP console. So in my last video, I already explained that how we can create the cluster and what all information which are critical from Kubernetes cluster perspective. In today's video, we'll be creating the trigger. So just for the reference purpose, I already created the trigger, and let's understand that how we can do this thing. So the very first thing which you need to do is you need to create a connect repo. So with connect repo, these are the 3 options available. One is GitHub, second is GitHub Enterprise, and third is Bitbucket Cloud. The first option, that is a cloud build, that is you are using the GitHub Cloud Services. So currently for my integration, we are using GitHub Cloud. So we need to select this thing. We need to click on continue. And once this is done, then you will be routed to this GitHub. So as you can see that I already logged into my GitHub account, so it has authenticated. I already authenticated, so it has not asked for the consent. Otherwise, it will ask your consent that whether you want to share your repository, your data with the Google Cloud or not. So if you click on the yes, then it will integrate. In case you reject, then definitely it will not exchange the data. So I already gave the consent, so it has integrated, and it is showing that on GitHub my account is created with this name. Now all the repositories I can select. So these are the list of repositories available in my GitHub account. So there are 2 options. Either you can select the specific repository which you want to expose or you want to share with the GCP. Other way is you can select all, allowing me to select all because these are already connected. You see that at the end it is showing already connected. This was a new repository which I actually created. So, and it is still not integrated. So it is asking me to select and continue. So once you select that, you need to provide this, you need to accept this policy or consent, and once done, then you can click on the connect button. And once that is done, then the GitHub will exchange your repository data with Google Cloud. So once that is done, then the next thing which you need to do is you need to create the trigger. So this is the option available. You need to click here. So first you need to provide the name of the trigger. Second, description you can provide. Third is tag. Tag basically you can use later on for the sorting purpose and all these things. And then these are the list of events available in which the automatic build creation process will be invoked. The first is push to branch. So whenever you will push any data to the branch, it will start creating the build. Second is push new tag. So whenever you will push with some new tag, it will start creating the build. Third is whenever there is a new pull request on your cloud repo. These are some of the manual process, like you want to invoke manually, that whenever you want to do the deployment, come to this cloud build and initiate the manual process. Second is pops up, which means that you want to integrate with some message broker. Whenever you want to create a build, you publish the message in message broker. This trigger will consume the message, and based on that it will start the build creation process. Third is webhook. You created the webhook, you provided the endpoint, and whenever there is an add-on in the code, it will start creating the build. And this is the process from where you can select the build. So say for example, I need to enable CI/CD for this particular repo, then I will select this repo, and here I can provide the branch, that which branch I want to consider for the CI/CD. So currently I can select master branch, or I can select any branch. So it is always recommended to select the master branch, because it is likely possible that you create a feature branch and push the code in the feature branch, and it will automatically start the process and it will let your whole production go down. So we'll select the master branch. And then these are the configuration option you can select, like auto detected or cloud build, docker file, build pack. So out of these options you can select any. So once done, you need to click on the create button. So once that is done, it will come here like this. So friends, here you can see that status will be showing enable. Just to save the time, I already created this option, and here I have selected auto detect because I already created the required files in my repo. And in case you want to trigger manually, then definitely there is a run button option available. On click, it will initiate build manually. So this is done. Now let's test that whether my build is getting created on new check-in or not. So for that, what we need to do is, first we need to go on the history button. So these are the list of existing builds which are created. So what we need to do is, we need to go in our source code. So this is the source code where we need to make the very small change. So once I made the change, it will show on my Visual Studio here that I made a change. Should I merge the code or not? So I need to provide the comment. So I provided my comment that for training purpose I am making this change. Once I click on commit button, this is the application I'm using. So once I submit the code, then what I see is, here I get the option that whether I want to publish this code in the remote branch or not. Remote, that is on the GitHub Cloud. So here I need to click on the push button. So in case you have multiple repository, you can select from here, make the changes on Golang app. So I made the change here itself, and it is showing push commit to original remote branch. So once I click on the push button, it will start showing that we are pushing the change. So once the change is done, let's come here. Now if you see that I actually merged the fresh code, and it automatically start creating the build. Now we can actually go inside and we can actually see that what all code is getting executed to create my build. So friends, these are the list of activities performed. Right now it has started creating the build. So the build is created. It has actually fetched the code from here. Branch amp, development, these things done. Now here we got build is successfully created. So friends, this is how we can actually integrate GitHub with Google Cloud, and we can create the trigger. We can actually automate the whole build creation process. In my next video, I'll be showing that how we can publish or upload this image on the Kubernetes Cloud cluster. So friends, if you like my video, please click on the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case you want any of the topic to be covered in details, or you want me to make a video, then please put it on a comment section so that I can take the input from there and create my next video on that. Thank you, friend.